This is my new 2016 BMW 320i. This car used to go for around 30 to 35 grand in 2016. But as we know, it's not 2016 anymore. It goes for around 8 to 10 grand on Facebook Marketplace. And I got this car for 6 grand. Which kind of makes sense to me now why I was able to get it for 6 grand. We got the car. This is my first car. There's one issue with the car, one major issue. The car has no power to it. When I bought the car, I brought a mobile mechanic with me to buy the car. Everything checked out that he could look at. Rotors, suspension, brakes, charge pipe. He checked the engine. He checked for leaks and stuff like that. Test drove the car a little bit to see if he could hear anything, because like I said, this is my first car, so it's not like I'm gonna know that much about it. There is a couple things I did to try to fix the issue of it having no power. The first thing I did was buy a battery, which was $300, and 3 days after having the new battery, my car was completely dead again. I don't have the experience or anything like that to be able to do any electrical on a car right now, so I took it to a shop. They diagnosed it for $450. They found 2 draws in the wiring harness that they fixed, and then they also sent my alternators going bad. The car, after getting those draws fixed, lasted me the longest it's ever lasted me, about a week plus, and then now it's dead again. So right now the car has no power. So we are going to try in this video to fix my car. I have ordered the alternator and spark plugs. The spark plugs I probably won't cover in this video. The alternator should be here by Tuesday. It is currently Thursday. So by next week, the alternator should be here. And then my girlfriend has a family friend that is gonna do it for me for free. I'm going to try to record the process of us fixing the alternator. I've never done anything mechanical on a car. We'll kind of see where it goes from there. We have a box from FCP Euro, and so our stuff is here. Alright, now we're just gonna open this, make sure that it came with everything that I bought, and make sure everything's good. We're gonna coordinate with the family friends to go and actually get the alternator installed. And then we'll be set, and hopefully that fixes our issues. Yeah, the spark plugs right there. And we got the alternator here. Let's get this box out of here. 14 volt, 210 amp, yep. Alright. I think we are good. Alright guys, so we have something that came in right here from Amazon. We got 2 things. One of these is my spark plug socket because I didn't have one for the BMW. And then another one is my e-sockets, so that I'm actually gonna do the alternator myself. I looked up a video on how to do it, and it looks really easy, and I want to learn how to work on cars, so I feel like this would be the perfect time. It's not something too crazy, and also I don't want to have to depend on other people to be able to get stuff done with my car, so I think it's just smarter that I do this now. My car already doesn't work, so worst comes to worst, I can't do the alternator and somebody has to come here and do it for me, so we're gonna try to do the alternator myself. I watched a video on it. It looks super easy. So got the hood open. We're gonna open the garage and we're gonna open these e-sockets, and then we're gonna change the alternator ourselves. So let's get right into it. We're gonna have to jump the car, disconnect the battery first. So that's what we're gonna do. So now the car is jumped. Okay, we got the trunk open. So now we can take this stuff off. Okay, now we gotta disconnect the battery in here. So we're just gonna set you guys right there. And we're gonna take this out. This out. And all this stuff out because I'm gonna need these for actually doing the alternator. So we're gonna also, okay, and disconnect. Bro, this looks like they literally like, this looks like they drilled my shit. This Arizona heat does not play. We got it off finally. The shop that worked on my car grinded my shit down and tightened it as tight as possible for whatever reason. I don't know why a battery terminal needs to be that tight. Now it's time to work on the alternator. So let's set you guys up. My camera might overheat, so I don't know how long I'll be able to record, but I'm gonna try to record the whole thing and time lapse it. So we're just gonna take these clips off. All these clips, pop them off. There we go. Okay, got that out. I think I could just set this up here, no? Like that? Yeah, that works. Unclamp it from here, like that. And we're gonna loosen this a little bit. It's to be in there. Oh, I think that's oil. All right, guys, so we got the belts off. So you're just gonna wanna put your bad boy on here with the 16 mil. And then you're gonna go to the right. So you're gonna take this, you're gonna put it on, and then you're gonna push this way, and it'll loosen the tensioner, and then you can pull the belt off from right up here, or from right up there, all right? So go ahead and do that, and now we're gonna go into the next step. All right, guys. So we got airbox off, took the belt off, okay? Then we disconnected this right here. Disconnected this from the alternator. That's the only thing on the alternator, cord-wise. And then after that, we went and took a 13 mil to the actual alternator part right here. And then we're gonna take this off, okay? And then after that, we're gonna take the alternator out. All right, guys, after a little trial and error, the hole in my tensioner to block it from moving back up to cover the bottom bolt, it's filled with dirt. Couldn't get anything in there. So I had to have my girlfriend help me real quick, do some trial and error. We got the bottom bolt out. This heat is fucking crazy. Then we got everything off over here. Got these out, got this off. So now it's just time to pull the alternator off and then put the new one in. All right, guys, so after a while, so with the alternators, we got the old one right there. With the alternators in these cars, guys, you gotta understand they've been in there for a minute. So it's gonna be hard to pull them out. I had to keep yanking on the pulley, keep yanking, and then I would take my extension and I would pry it right there, right under the alternator, and push it down so it would push the alternator up. And then I would yank it, push it up, yank it, and then eventually it broke loose. I disconnected this right here and then zip tied this so that it would be out of the way. And now we're gonna go ahead and put the new one in and the bolts, plug everything back in, and then put all this back on, and we should be good. Alright, guys, it is the next morning, so I got the alternator done, and then I was gonna go to AutoZone and change the battery, but I ended up just opting to drive around to let the alternator charge the battery up. I came home after driving for about 30 minutes around town, and then I turned off the car and turned it back on, and it instantly started back up. So I think the alternator was charging the battery. And yeah, so we're about to check if the car has power. And the car has power. We're gonna open the garage and start this baby up. See if we get any codes or anything like that. Oh. Increase battery discharge while stopped. So we're getting the same pop-up. Let's see if it starts. Started right up, no check engine light. We do have battery discharge while stopped though. So I don't know if the issue of the electrical, the battery discharging while stopped is fixed. Like, I'm gonna grab my Carly scanner and let's scan the car. We're gonna scan the car on the Carly app and see if we can get any codes back or if some of the codes are gone. If the battery dies while it's stopped still, that means we still have an electrical issue and the issue is not fixed. And we're gonna have to go through the process of getting it diagnosed again and fixing it. Alright, we're checking for issues. Man, this has been a hassle, bro. A hassle. So we're gonna scan the car and then clear the issues and scan the car again. And whatever issues come back, those are the ones we're gonna focus on. Alright guys, the scan's done. We got 67 issues, so let's see what they are. Central electrical, short circuit B+. Alright, we're gonna clear issues and then do another scan, see what it says. Alright, we cleared them. Now we're gonna repeat the check now, okay? So we're gonna check for issues, finish the scan, and then see what the actual issues are. Alright guys, the check is done. It says 6 issues found. So let's double check. Okay, we got 3 engine issues. We got 1 central gateway and then 2 electrical. So we got central fault, memory full, no control unit fault. I don't know what that means. So we'll screenshot that. And the engine issue, unsuccessful start or stop without driver influence. Module for tank leaks, NVLD, fuel tank ventilation system, micro leak. Leakage larger than 0.5 mm. Power management, standby current violation. Vehicle electrical system. Power window, driver door system is not standardized. Well, the windows roll down. Front passenger door window regulator system not normalized. So this front passenger window does not roll down, so I think that's what that is. So the electricals, we got something in the windows, and then we have a central gateway, which I don't know what this is. Okay, so the misfire should be fixed when I do my spark plug. I don't know about the module leak. We'll see if the car lasts us till work today. If it's dead, then we're gonna have to take it to a shop. So we're probably gonna need to take it to a shop now. So if you guys have any recommendations in the comments below, or have had any issues like this, I've changed the battery, I've changed the alternator, so I don't know what else it could be. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you guys like this video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I'm gonna be posting car stuff a lot. We have a lot of plans for this car, and it helps me out a lot. So I'll see you guys in the next one.